Anyway,
we'll take them out for margaritas.
That's right. But again, this is one of those really, really unique opportunities. Really unique to be able to get this at home and to really have a collectible piece. This instantly is the family heirloom.
Yes,
you know,
definitely.
It's just, oh, that's beautiful. Mom's seahorse. We always remember Mom wore it, and everybody else wears it too.
Yeah, exactly.
I actually have to put it down, don't I?
Yes, you do have to put it down.
Okay, are we gonna do Margaritaville? Come on, because my producer Catherine and Victoria and I are all thinking about this right now, and that is a little frosty drink on a really hot day.
Right.
What was your inspiration? I mean, obviously I know it's margarita, but really, how did you think of this? Were you drinking one? Were you thinking about one?
No, I wanted to do a whole cocktail series of them. I came up with, just.
Did you do a martini series?
Yes, I actually did a martini. I did like a pina colada. I did the whole thing. So where you have the cherries and all that other stuff,
They were all gemstones.
And I just kind of got totally. But it's really hard to carve gemstones in this like lemon wedges.
Yeah, like
you get the lemon wedges.
Look at that. So that's each individual stone that's been carved to be part of the lemon wedge.
Into that, and then also you have the gemstones. You know what? I just thought life is too short. I mean, I actually don't really even drink. For those, I talk about drinks, but my drink is a club soda with the cranberry juice on top of it. So, I'm not even doing anything really fun, but I love.
Yeah, boring.
I know. But
that's okay.
It looks really pretty though. With the little pink on there. It looks like a Cosmo, but I don't really, drink. But I like to decorate them. When I serve even just the iced tea, I like to put all the garnish on and everything. Yeah. So I thought, what? For those of us who really enjoy going out and having,
or just really whimsical pieces.
Right.
Like this one's so much fun to realize it's all genuine gemstones and has such personality to it.
Exactly.
Now wait, that's a great shot. Thanks, guys. I'll try to hold still. You literally can see, look, that is precious metal that's helping to create that wedge. That's really hard to set.
You almost feel like you could actually squeeze it.
Yeah.
And then look at how that center stone is sort of elevated again. So you're gonna get everything, Victoria. You're gonna get the wonderful height. You're gonna get the premium quality gemstone. Let me tell you, if you're going to the Bahamas, if you're going to Hawaii, you're going on a cruise, you're going, for the cocktail hour, or you meet people at the happy hour, even if you don't drink. You know what? You walk in with one of these, every single person at your table, the next table over, whoever's serving your food, they're all gonna go, gee, where'd you get that from? Very few people.
Women will walk up and say, I have to know where you got that right.
Yeah, exactly.
It's just got that much personality.
They're gonna insist.
Yeah. And remember too, you have lemon quartz, then we have the peridot, and then this is all white topaz. And white topaz is surrounding the rim instead of salt. I do love that you did that. And then of course we have it literally on the side of the shoulder, and on the top of the shoulder, you have more white topaz, and those are all hand set, all hand faceted. Isn't this fun? And there's like 40 left. I hope I still have 5 through 10. I'm not sure. We do. Oh, that's great. We have 5 through 10, but unfortunately, when we only have 40, that means there's like 2 or 3 in each size.
Right,
this is a fun one too. Here's what you should do. Maybe you're treating someone to a great vacation, and it's a surprise. Can you imagine with FlexPay? Maybe you're taking your mom on a cruise for her birthday. Can you imagine on FlexPay, you give this to her with a note, so she opens it and goes,